Hi, Landria Onkka here. I've got something very fun. I think you're going to love this. I call the Flim Flam Man theory. If you've ever seen the movie The Flim Flam Man with George C. Scott, it's a pretty old movie. It's like way before our time, right? Even my time. And I remember seeing reruns of it. And it was absolutely clever. A man goes around, George C. Scott, from city to city, and he always has some very intelligent flim-flam scheme. In other words, he's going to dupe somebody out of something. Now, the interesting part is he does this so cleverly throughout the entire movie, and he actually gets this young man to start working with him, and the young man really looks up to him because, well, George C. Scott, he's pretty smart, and the schemes were absolutely brilliant. And really the question is, why wasn't he applying this to actually something was legal and ethical? But here was his theory, and I truly believe that this is what goes on constantly, yet we only see one side of it, the flim-flam man. George C. Scott shared with the young man that he didn't feel that he was doing anything wrong, because in every scheme there was another player, a participant, who would go along with something out of their own greed, right? They were going to get something quick or easy or something maybe they shouldn't have gotten, but they always blamed George C. Scott for having the scheme in place. But without the other side, it couldn't have been executed. And I looked at every one of his schemes, and sure enough, there was somebody who thought they were going to get something or get an advantage or get something quick and fast. They wanted to believe the lie. Goes on all the time, doesn't it? Especially online. So I look at all of these schemes. They're not scams, schemes. Pushing the truth a little bit, standing in front of a jet saying, oh, you can make 5 to 10 grand a month. Most of these people, actually probably all of them, they won't tell you all their trials and tribulations before they got to the point. And they also won't tell you that what they're selling is just another flim-flam. Now, they may have things of value. Sure, I mean, there's a lot of that out there. But it's really not exactly what it's cracked up to be all the time. Have you ever taken a course or done something and said, you know what, this is really nothing new or exciting, or I'm not really getting that much value out of it because it's meant to target my greed or wanting to believe that I'm going to win the lottery mentality. And so people that go in with that mentality, the flim-flam mentality, are always disappointed because they want that quick fix. They too are coming from that mentality of a George C. Scott kind of brain. However, the flim-flam man is much smarter. They're the one making all the money off of the other person's greed or unrealistic attitude to cut corners. Are you one of those people? Have you done it before? We all have wanted to believe the flim-flam story. Where were you coming from when you believed it? Yeah, your own desire to bypass what you really had to learn. In the long run, you find out anyways. So don't fall for the flim-flam scheme. There are some out there that push the limit, but a lot of people are making promises banking on greed and fast money. Whenever you go into a training and somebody tells you, hey, you're going to learn how to do it the right way, and here's what it really takes, and we're going to show you the simplest, best way to do it, and here's why, because we've been through it before and we know what it takes, so we're going to help you to not go through the pain and agony. But they're honest in saying that you're going to have to put some work in. Here's some things that you're going to have to do. You're better off spending your money there. And of course, checking them out. Look at the background. Look at the past experiences. Are they ethical, or have they done things to try and get fast money? Be careful with those reviews, too. Sometimes they're just competitors trying to put somebody else out of business. Another flim-flam scheme. So do your homework and ask yourself if you are not a victim, but just another mentality wanting that quick fix, that quick money. Yeah, don't succumb to the flim-flam schemes. The flim-flam man and woman is alive and flourishing online, and the only person that's making a lot of money is the person standing in front of that rented jet and flaunting things that are making you think that you can have the same thing. Put in the work, do your homework, and do invest in yourself. But make sure you really check it out. You can't blame anybody but yourself when you hand that money over. And most of those programs will give you your money back within a certain time period with no questions asked if it's not for you, even if it is a legitimate program. Sometimes you just have to try things. I have done it many times just to test out what's out there, and I've always asked for my money back except for twice. The first time was the training I got 10 years ago, and one was recently with an extremely successful, very honest, ethical guy that took us through every step of the way and helped me to scale my company. So watch out for the flim flam, and I'll see you in the next video.